In this video, I'm gonna share with you the secret to become a successful dividend investor. Let's go! Hi guys, Stuyo Pilu here. And before ko sabihin sa iyo ano itong secret na ito, gusto ko lang i-share sa iyo na itong secret na ito is actually applicable in all areas sa life natin. May it be sa career natin, sa business natin, sa finances natin, sa relationship, and even sa health natin. Itong secret na ito is applicable in any areas of our life. And before ko i-share itong one-word secret to being a successful dividend investor, gusto ko muna i-share sa inyo yung journey ko in terms of growing yung YouTube channel ko and paano natin ma-apply siya in growing yung dividend portfolio natin. So ganito, like, I've been in the YouTube game for quite some time already, probably 2 years, 3 years. Tapos, in comes to result, sobrang layo pa natin dun sa 100k subscribers goal natin. So, yung goal ko talaga is makuha yung 100k subscribers. Yun, di ba? Meron yung play button dyan eh. Isang subscriber nga nag-ask like, bakit printed yung subscriber play button ko? Kasi ayun nga, parang vision ko na I really wanna achieve yung silver play button. And for 3 years, hindi ko pa siya na-achieve. So, medyo mabagal, di ba? And most YouTubers, most likely, nag-give up na. So, nag-give up na. And the reason why I'm still doing YouTube, is because nagiging happy ako eh. I am very happy seeing yung progress ko in terms of my YouTube channel. In fact, let me show you some clips when I got started in YouTube, tapos nag-transition, and yung quality of videos natin right now. So, check out these clips. Narinig nyo na ba yung tinatawag na Lodi lifestyle? Okay? Hindi yung Lodi pet maluha, kundi yung tinatawag na living on dividends and interest. Make sure you check this video out. So, I hope you find this video valuable and helpful, and if you did, make sure to smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm, tapos consider subscribing so we can hit the silver play button and we can reach more Filipinos. So yeah, once again, this is Stuyo Pilu, and yung goal natin is to live on dividends and interest. Bye-bye! So, ayun, nakita mo ba yung transition from yung old videos na medyo hindi pa maganda yung quality ng video, tapos nag-improve siya, naging better yung quality ng video, until right now, iba na talaga yung quality of video. And also, if you notice, yung quality of audio, sobrang mas clear na siya yung audio, di ba? So, when you look at it, grabe yung progress, di ba? And actually, yan yung secret in becoming successful in anything that you want. Kasi, para sa akin, success is basically happiness. Kung saan, in what you're doing, happy ka sa ginagawa mo. And according to sa book ni Tony Robbins, ito na book, Unshakable, this book is actually all about personal finance, about investing. Pero, yung nag-resonate sa akin na lesson dito is actually about happiness. Kasi sabi niya dito, the secret to happiness is in one word, and that is progress. Meaning, as long as may progress ka sa ginagawa mo, you'll be happy. And yan for me is the secret in becoming successful in whatever you want to pursue. So another example, let's say for example in fitness or in health, let's say gusto mo mag-lose ng weight. So basically like you do exercise every day. Tapos when you look at yung weight, when nagtitimbang ka na, you look at your weight, tapos walang progress, di ba parang nadi-disappoint ka like, oh no, walang progress, and that's the reason why a lot of people, they give up. So, basically, yung goal lang talaga natin is that we wanna see progress in whatever we're doing. So, just like me, sobra talaga yung insecurities ko. Kasi like, when I was still in high school, sobrang lampayatot talaga ako. So like, sobrang payat talaga ako. And at least ngayon, right now, when I look at myself in the mirror, so yun, at least may konting muscles na tayo. So, malayo pa, pero at least nakikita ko yung progress. And I'm happy in terms to my physical health also. So, basically, yan yung secret in really becoming a successful person. And same thing with our dividend portfolio. Kung saan, if we see progress na nag-grow yung portfolio natin, I'm very confident na you'll be happy seeing yung progress. Pero here's the question, what if mabagal yung growth ng dividend portfolio mo? What should you do? So, meron kasi akong concept na natutunan in terms of fitness. However, na-realize ko na this is applicable actually to anything in life, di ba? So, lahat ng mga natutunan ko, like, na-apply talaga in anything in life. So, itong concept na ito in fitness is called calorie counting. Kung saan, if you wanna gain weight or if you're gonna lose weight, you just need to count your calories. So, ano ba itong calories? Basically, ito yung energy every time you eat. So, every time kakain ka, you actually are eating energy or calories. And every person, may iba-iba siyang maintenance calorie. So, ako personally, I believe yung calories ko around 2,000 calories. So, if I eat 2,000 calories, magme-maintain lang yung weight ko. However, if I wanna lose weight, I just eat lower than 2,000 calories. Or if I wanna gain weight, I just eat more than 2,000 calories. So, basically, ganun lang. And dito ko nakita na in fitness kasi, as long as nagka-count ka ng calories, you can actually eat anything you want. So, let's say, for example, nagda-diet ka, kain ka lang ng isang rice, kain ka lang ng mga vegetables, kain ka lang ng broccoli, protein, like chicken, parang ganon. Pero, if based on your calorie count, let's say, for example, yung calories mo na nakain for this day is 1.5 lang. So, meron ka pang 500 calories that you can eat. So, basically, like, dito, pwede kang kumain ng ice cream yan kasi nakuha mo na yung calories. I mean, like, meron ka pang surplus of calories that you can eat. So, as long as nagka-count ka ng calories, pasok ka pa rin dun sa goal mo. So, same thing in anything in life. So, example, in terms of our time. So, let's say for example, di ba, lahat naman tayo merong 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. So, there will come a time na feeling natin nabuburn out tayo. So, let's say ako personally, I work from home. And most of the time, lagi lang ako work and work. And there came to a point in my life na parang, like, oh my goodness, like, I'm so tired. It's because hindi ko na manage yung time ko. And basically, if you could just set aside a time to enjoy, like playtime, para ma-recharge ka. And yan yung ginawa ko right now. So right now, meron akong schedule in playing games. In fact, I do have a gaming channel. It's called S-Class Gaming. So you can check this out. I highly suggest you subscribe if mahilig ka in games. I'll just put the link down in the description. But basically, I manage my time by allotting a gaming or rest time for myself and also working time. Same thing with calories. Meron tayong, every one of us has a maintenance calorie. As long as pasok ka dyan sa calorie count mo, you can actually eat anything you want. Same thing din sa finances natin. So, every time I receive income, I set aside money for my savings, I set aside for my investing, I set aside for my play fund. So, basically, I manage my money kung saan I really allocate a portion of my money for playing. So, parang ganun. And same thing with dividend investing. So, eto na, dividend investing na. Kasi minsan, what we learn in traditional dividend investing is that you invest, and then you reinvest the dividends, which sounds logical. But then again, we people, we are emotional beings eh. And we need to nourish. Makita natin na may progress at the same time, is this worth it? Mag-e-enjoy ba talaga ako? And yan yung actually ginawa ko na I invest in my dividend portfolio. It's giving me dividends in every month. And then I reinvest back the dividends. However, ito yung ginawa kong different. I noticed na parang minsan hindi ko na-appreciate kahit sobrang ang bagal naman ng growth ng dividend portfolio ko. Parang ganun yung feeling, di ba? So, minsan kasi we self-sabotage if nakikita natin na mabagal yung growth, di ba? I'm sure na nakaka-relate kayo niyan. Like, sobrang bagal ng growth. Like, is this still worth it? So, kaya yung ginawa ko na on a quarterly basis, yung dividends na marireceive ko, okay, on a quarterly basis, I spend it. So, it's like nourishing the dividend investor in me. So, what I did, like, January, February, reinvest yung dividends. On March, yung gamitin ko. And then March, April, May, so reinvest. June, yung gamitin ko. And yan yung nangyari last June. So June, yung portfolio ko was able to give me around 4,000 in dividends. So medyo maliit pa lang, okay? Kasi growing pa yung dividends natin. So we were able to receive 4,000 in around 4,000, almost 5,000 in dividends. And yung dividends na yun, what I did is ginawa ko siya, gagamitin ko siya as play grocery. So, ano ba itong play grocery? So, this is a concept na you might also wanna experience. Like, have you ever noticed na you go to a grocery store, tapos, ayun, nag-go-grocery ka, eh, meron ka makitang sobrang, parang, ang sarap bilhin. Let's say, for example, kita ka ng blueberry jam, Tuckers, di ba? Or makakita ka ng Skippy na peanut butter, yung crunchy ba yun? Yung chunky. Or makita ka ng mga cranberry juice or mga grape juice, di ba? So, minsan, parang nagigilty ka na bilhin yun kasi, truth be told, like, yung price niya, you could actually buy, like, pwede kang bumili ng bigas, di ba? Pwede kang bumili ng pang-ulam, di ba? Pwede kang bumili ng meat instead of buying yung mga juices, yung mga jam, parang gano'n. So, minsan nagigilty ka. And yun yung purpose ng Play Grocery. So, what we did is that yung dividends that we receive, gagamitin namin as a Play Grocery. Kung saan, we can buy guilt-free dun sa mga nasa grocery na we don't normally buy. And with that, guilt-free siya and it actually makes you happy. And basically, it boils down, it ties back dun sa concept natin na nakikita natin yung progress, nag-grow yung portfolio natin, at the same time, na i-enjoy natin yung effort natin in growing yung dividend portfolio natin. And that, for me, is the key to becoming a successful dividend investor. So, right now, you might say na quarter, like, ang frequent naman. So, quarter pa siya ngayon kasi konti pa lang yung dividends natin, di ba? So, maliit lang pa naman. But, anong tawag nito? But, of course, over long term, kapag lalaki na yung dividends natin, like, we're gonna be receiving like 20,000, 50,000 in dividends, syempre, kahit twice a year na lang or once a year na lang, pwede siyang ganyan. So, again, adjust lang. Basta yung pinaka-point lang nito is nakikita mo yung progress at nai-enjoy mo yung hard work mo in building your dividend portfolio. So yeah, that is it. That is for me the secret to becoming a successful dividend investor. Progress, see the progress. At the same time, you enjoy the fruits of your hard work. So how about you? What do you think? Yung what makes a successful dividend investor? Or do you agree ba dun sa idea ko when it comes to becoming a successful dividend investor? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And also, if you're someone na ayun nga, like you're growing your money, nag-i-invest ka, tapos you're earning minimum wage, and you also want to build a dividend portfolio. I actually have a video here kung saan how you can earn your first million in terms of building a portfolio, even if you have a minimum wage or a low income. So go ahead, check out this next video on how you can earn your first million, even if you have a low income or minimum salary. Go ahead, check this video now.